Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch was launched, as you see it here, in 2022 from Cartier. This is the Pasha de Cartier Skeleton ADLC, amorphous diamond-like carbon. That describes the bezel, Pasha describes the model, and skeleton describes the dial and the movement. The watch is based on the Gerald Genta Pasha design from 1985 to the present, albeit this one right up to the minute with all of the running changes, including a brand new skeleton twin-barrel automatic movement out back. Impressive stuff, and we're going to go through all of this. But basics first. The watch has a diameter of 41 millimeters, a thickness of only 10.6, and from lug to lug tip, 48.3 millimeters. It has an ADLC coated steel bezel. It is a stainless steel case. We'll throw this watch on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. The thin profile and the short lug to lug make this a very wearable watch. So even if your wrist is smaller than mine, you can see down the barrel. The lugs are nowhere near the edge of my wrist. This watch will fit just fine on a wrist as small as 15 centimeters circumference, and it'll easily fit underneath the cuff or sleeve. The strap is impressive. Money was spent here. Large rectangular symmetrical scales, one of the scarcest and most expensive cuts of the alligator. So it's a good looking piece that's in sort of anthracite between gray and black, semi-gloss finish. It's got a folded edge, a monotone stitch. On the bottom you can see a calf skin, no crimping, no gouging. And then it's got the quick switch system where you just push a little trigger and actually releases the strap, so you can swap straps, and there are quite a few Cartier OEM alternatives that you can swap onto this if you want to change the look. It's very simple to use, and if you want to just put it right back on, it is super simple to do that as well. I'll demonstrate how this works. Hard to do through the viewfinder of a camera, but all told, not that hard to do. And it's quite secure. Taking a look at the buckle. It's related to the 1909 Louis Cartier buckle, but you can see that it has a trigger release system that makes it a little bit more secure than previous friction fit versions. It still works the same way though, in that you take the strap and you sort of feed it through, and then all the extra length winds up underneath the clasp body and underneath the opposite side of the strap, so there's no need for minder loops. You can see there's some bolstering or stuffing to add a little bit of volume and some handsome substance and heft to the strap as it approaches the hinged Vendôme style lugs. And by the way, this clasp is quite sporty. As you can see, it's all stainless steel, and so is the watch. ADLC describes the material that's on the bezel. So this is amorphous diamond-like carbon. It's very, very scratch resistant. It has a nice sort of anthracite tone that matches the strap well. And then you can see we have these little faceted cabochons on the end of the hinged lugs. We have little sapphire style cabochon on the end of the canteen crown, and it is a canteen crown held on by a hinge and a link. You can see underneath we have in miniature the small sapphire cabochon on what is the true crown for setting and winding the watch. No issues setting or winding the watch, though it is a little bit of a blessing that this one's an automatic, because with a crown this small you can wind it this way, but you'd probably prefer not to. And then we have the crown that screws right on, giving it a little bit of a vintage look. It's 30 meters water resistant, so you still don't want to swim with it, but splashes and rain exposure are fine. We have an open dial with quarter Arabic numerals, including a lovely sort of Art Nouveau 9 and 6 that are open. Taking a look at the lume, there's a surprising amount of it. We have a ghostly blue for the entire dial, including the logo up at the top. A lovely look. Cartier, always a master of high style. The movement is mechanically decorated but attractive in almost all regards. You could see that there is a dial side escapement, giving you a lot of the excitement of the case back without actually having to turn the case back. Excalibur 9624 MC, it's nicely sized for this case. A sign of a true manufacturer. Cartier makes every major assembly of the watch out of its factory in La Chaux de Fonds. You can see ceramic bearings at center for more efficient winding. We've got those two barrels up at the top, 4 hertz beat rate, 28 joules, 48-hour power reserve. And you can see that the watch is just gorgeous, redolent of quality, color, and history. And with the tie to Gerald Genta, one of the great designers of all time, this watch has a pedigree like none other. Cartier and Genta, all on your wrist. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.